What can you eat after gallbladder removal surgery? I've got the answer, so keep watching. In this video, we'll go over why someone would need to have a gallbladder surgery. And then we'll dive into what to expect after having your gallbladder removed. And last, I'm gonna give you some easy and simple tips for post-gallbladder removal surgery eating. Say that 5 times fast. So more than likely, you're watching this video, maybe you have had gallbladder problems, you've had your gallbladder out, you've known someone who's gone through a gallstone attack or a spasm or something. But let's go through the basics of what the gallbladder does, and that way we can get everybody up to speed here and we can all get on the same page before we keep going. All right, what is the gallbladder? A gallbladder is a purse. It's a pouch. It's a small pouch that stores bile. Now, bile is not produced in the gallbladder. It's produced in the liver. It only holds it. A lot of people think that the gallbladder produces the bile. It doesn't. It doesn't. It just holds the bile. So what does bile do? Bile is the digestive enzymes that helps you break down fat. You technically don't need a gallbladder, so having it taken out is often recommended, especially if you've had problems with your gallbladder. Sometimes the gallbladder gets inflamed, and sometimes the gallstones get lodged in the sphincter, causing spasms. Many years ago, before Code Red, before I knew what I know now about eating and about how to take care of my body and my health, I had some pretty serious gallbladder problems. I would have these gallbladder attacks and these spasms, and I'm telling you, I'm an ex-pro fighter. I can handle quite a bit of pain. I mean, 15 professional fights, yeah, I got a pretty high pain tolerance. And a gallbladder attack would absolutely send me to my knees. In fact, I went to the ER one time because of a gallbladder attack, and $2,200 later, they didn't do anything for me. I had one little gallstone it was moving around in there, and it had gotten lodged in the sphincter, and it was causing a spasm. I'm telling you, I came unglued. I was in so much pain. So I get it, those people that have gallbladder issues, I know the pain you might be going through. And then you have my grandma on my dad's side, my dad's mom. Oh my gosh, that woman has got, like, not only is she obese, at least over 100 pounds overweight, and she's in poor health, but she has this gallbladder full of gallstones. Like, her gallbladder is a mess. And she never has had one single gallbladder problem. Like, go figure. That doesn't make any sense how an elite level athlete, totally healthy like me, would have a gallbladder spasm from one little gallstone. But my grandma, who's old, obese, and very sick, would have no gallbladder problems with tons of stones. I just don't get it. So everybody is different when it comes to gallbladder and gallbladder situations. So because we don't really need our gallbladder, if anybody is having any problems, in fact, I'm surprised they didn't take mine out, but that's okay. I'm glad they didn't. If anybody's having any problems at all, they're just gonna yank that thing out of there. You don't need it. You don't really need it. So after you have your gallbladder removed, there are a couple of things to remember. First of all, everyone is so different. You can have a room full of 100 people who have had their gallbladder taken out, and some of them can eat bacon and some of them cannot. And some of them can eat butter and some of them have to switch to ghee. Some people have difficulties with animal fat and some people don't. It's just a matter of individual cases. And sometimes you can have problems with a certain food 1 month post-op, but then a year later you could be completely different. So the way you are right now isn't necessarily where you're gonna be later on. Some people have 0 problems and they're fine like 2-3 days post-op. It's amazing. And some people always have problems. They have to avoid animal fat. They have to eat different for the rest of their life. Everybody is just very different. So here are some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. All right, consider how long it's been post-op. Some people, your 1 month post-op versus 1 year post-op could be night and day different. So don't think this is how life is gonna be for the rest of your life. Just because you're having difficulty 1 month post-op, that doesn't mean you're gonna be having difficulty 1 year post-op. Things could totally change in that amount of time. For some people who are bothered by animal fats, we do suggest switching to plant-based fats like Avocado, like ghee. So what is ghee? You might not know what ghee is, but it's clarified butter. So all they do is they take butter, the grass-fed butter, and they melt it down. They squeeze it through a cheesecloth, and the only thing that comes out is the fat, and the milk solids and the water is left in the cheesecloth. So it's a really much cleaner version of butter. So a lot of people that can't tolerate animal fats can tolerate ghee. You're gonna wanna keep a food journal. Keep some sort of a diary. That way you can pinpoint which foods bother you the most, and you're gonna be able to feel it. If you have bacon and you're having major cramping and discomfort, write that down. Write down what you had, what time you had it, and what time you had the discomfort. That way you can switch to turkey bacon or avoid the bacon, or just know what to do. If sour cream bothers you, if milk bothers you, if butter bothers you, keep track with a food journal. It's always good to log as you go. When reintroducing foods back into your diet, it's always a good idea to reintroduce one food at a time. For example, if you have bacon and avocado and you had some sort of a gallbladder discomfort or some sort of a pain, you're not gonna know what caused that. You're not gonna know if it was the avocado or the bacon. So be mindful of that. Only introduce one type of fat at a time. See how you do. Go slow, start small. Keep a food journal. Before I go on with this video, I want to hear from you. How many of you guys have had your gallbladder taken out? Surprisingly, I noticed quite a few people have had it removed. Is that you? Comment below, tell me your circumstance and what happened with you. You need to remember that everyone is unique. Some people have no problems with the gallbladder removal surgery, and others really struggle, and sometimes people struggle for a long time. So everyone is totally different. There's no cookie cutter method or way to handle this or way that you can expect this to go. You're gonna wanna avoid drinking any kind of water or fluids 1 hour before your meals. And that's because drinking water is going to alkaline your stomach acid. You want your stomach acid to be pretty acidic. The stomach acid is highly acidic. You want your stomach acid highly acidic. So by you drinking water 1 hour before you eat, you're gonna make your stomach acid less acidic, which would be more alkaline. You don't want that. That's gonna cause some problems with digestion. If you're still having problems, consider talking to your primary care provider about taking digestive enzymes. You can get these over the counter at any store or any health store, and they're cheap, they're easy to take, and it's really gonna help you. A few of my last tips is to definitely drink your water. Stay properly hydrated. Avoid poor quality fats and just crap food. That's not gonna do your health any good anyway, as a general whole, but it's certainly not gonna help you to eat crap food post-op. And definitely get down to a healthy weight. That's gonna help this whole process so much more. On our 10-pound takedown challenge, we have many people who have had their gallbladder taken out. You are in good company. So many people that can come around you and support you, give you advice, give you help share their story with you so you don't feel so alone. Remember, community. Community is the #1 biggest factor when losing your weight and keeping it off. So a 10-pound takedown challenge, which is only $47, is really gonna help you here. You can lose at least 10 pounds in 30 days. You're gonna learn a whole lot of things, and you're gonna be around like-minded people doing the same thing that you're doing. So join our next challenge. I linked it up below, and I'll see you on the next video.